Howdy folks, and welcome back once more to Let's Play Ravenloft, Strahd's Possession. Today, bats. Anyways, so yeah, Ermengarde sucks. Even if we complete her quest, she's still going to leave the party, so we're just going to be dumping her, and I think... I hate to say this, but I think this is going to be a clericless run. Because the only other cleric in this game is a raging pain in the dick. Well, I shouldn't say a raging pain in the dick to get. But they're an elf, so resurrection is irksome, and there's also bullshit with actually getting them. So we're just gonna tell her to go fuck herself, and we're gonna go find the mayor and see what's what. So somebody suggested maybe trying to sleep in this, as it being a safe place to rest. Which, I mean, it may very well be. We just slept for 120 hours. And we were fine. You know, 5 days, like you do. Just camping. The only thing is, though, is that this being a clericless run, who's our fourth gonna be? I'm thinking very strongly that we'll be picking up the other mage, the other elf mage, who's in the mayor's house here. But we're gonna have to do that. Can't remember if we talk to Strahd and then we go into the cave. I'm trying to remember like the order that this game plays in. I think we'll be okay. Oh man, I don't have light anymore. God. Errol. I think he was like back here, wasn't he? This place is just a nightmare to navigate. Alright, we're back. The Let's Player is agitated, but he's ready to go talk to Pappy Strahd. What does Strahd know of us? Does he invite every visitor? And then he's like, no, take us in his carriage.
As promised, the Burgomaster directs you to Strahd's carriage. While it is a beautifully appointed vehicle, you cannot help but notice there is no driver. The steeds fret impatiently. They appear intelligent, even anxious to fulfill their assigned duty.
I freaking love the narrator in this game. I think by far the narrator in this is the best. Probably some of the best voice acting out of all three of these games.
Bend in the terrain, you gain your first glimpse of Castle Ravenloft.
Second glimpse, we already walked up to the gate once.
A sudden dread fills you as the carriage at last approaches the gates of the castle.
All right. Put your fears aside. Nothing more dangerous lurks here than the shadows of forgotten ancestors, past glorious from beyond recall. What a place this must have been once, a castle above all castles long ago. Guard your words, though, and let's greet with respectful voice this castle's lord. The writing in these games is so fucking flowery. Good lord. Alright, so is this also... Looks as if we shan't be leaving until our meeting. Alright, so this is the exit. I'm actually gonna note that. Alright, we have some stairs. These are all dread guards, by the way. I don't think we can pick a fight with them yet. That happens eventually, though. Alright. Did you just swing at me, bro? You just swing at me? These are pretty swank looking. Good sprite work. Alright.
The doors open upon a scene of warmth and invitation. Yet before the richly laid table and other fine appointments of the room can be examined, the single occupant of the chamber draws all attention. It can be none other than Strahd von Zarovich.
Welcome to Castle Ravenloft. I trust I have not inconvenienced you. It is easy to forget how commanding a summons can seem to wanderers such as you when exploring a new realm. You understand that no ordinary turn of the road led you to this land. All who enter it arrive in answer to a call, to a summons more binding than any a mere lord might give. Here we are, all of us, and here we shall remain. No road leads out of this mist-bound universe. entraps many. Its ruler is no exception. And so I have devoted my life to this problem. It is the least a lord can do for his people, is it not? My most recent study concerns certain portals, those dimensional gateways of which mages and philosophers speak. One such portal may lie in the caverns west of Barovia, near the river. Aside from myself, I believe you are the first to hear of it. But please, before you rush to the shores of the Ivlis, allow me to present you with a key. If you are to gain entrance to these caverns, you will find it necessary. I have no time to try the key myself, for adventure is a luxury I can ill afford. However, as I see you are capable, and as I trust you will never betray your post, the key shall be yours for a time. Go as my agent and search out this gateway beneath the Ivlis. But enough talk. Please, I have invited you here to join in a pleasant repast. After we finish the best food and brandy wine Barovia has to offer, I will have my carriage return you to town.
The encounter ends as pleasantly as it began, with a heartfelt farewell and wishes for a safe journey from Strahd Bronzerovich. Has the Lord of Ravenloft proven himself a gentleman? As the carriage clatters back across the bridge, there is time to reflect on this first encounter with Strahd.
One thing I do have to give this game is that it actually gets like the feel of Ravenloft pretty well. Like the storytelling aspect of it is pretty solid, I have to say. Like this feels very close to like the modules type thing. And I very much appreciate it. It makes me want to run. It makes me want to run like, I don't know, Curse of Strahd or something for a group that has never played and has no familiarity whatsoever with Ravenloft. I think that would be a lot of fun. Okay. Oh, hey, look. I got the key you wanted, you shit heel. Now you get nothing. Although I don't... Is this the cave that we can get into? I think it is. No. There we go. There's things in here. Oh, hey, it's totally not Strahd. Oh, hey. Is that a fucking spinner? Really? Nailing me with a spinner this early in the cave. Hello, I think your name is Vladislav. Or Vladislav. Totally not Strahd. Friend, I must ask you, what are you about in this dark artery beneath the Ivlis?
Because so few dare to venture here does not make us friends. I am neither your friend nor your enemy, but I may be willing to bargain. You see, I know you, or know of you. I share your goals. You can, as it were, trust me. As we wander these caverns together, you will come to know me as a man of constant resolution. One well suited to become your partner.
I'm gonna take all of your shit and then abandon you at my first opportunity. Alright, whatever your reason to journey alone in these caverns shows great courage. Will you join us?
Your courage, too, has not gone unnoticed. At first I believed you a thief, or worse, but your manner reveals otherwise. It is well that I have met you, and perhaps as we travel together, our separate purposes will become one. We can talk and learn much of one another's plans.
Yes, truly. But seriously though, like what happens if we get him killed? 'Cause I think this is plate mail +1. AC 3, no, I take that back, it's just plate mail. Let's see, 17, stats aren't too great. Dude's got some fucking hit points though, holy shit. I'll take it. And a broadsword, the classic broadsword can go there. We'll give the quarterstaff to Chunk so that he can fight. Longsword, I guess we'll give to Falcon for the time being. Alright. Good enough. I I remember... Oh, there's more bullshit. Wait, no, these are doors, right? Yeah. I remember, like, nothing. Just nothing about this game whatsoever. It's probably been, like... I don't even remember when I... Well, no, we played this one more recently than the others. I was gonna say, like, I know Menzo Berensson and Stone Prophet were, like, some of the first games that I ever played on my channel. They were very early on. Thanks, Lightning Bolt. Now I know. I'll wait. Or is that like a pressure plate? Oh. 18 damage. Holy shit. Alright, well I guess it's nap time. 144 hours. You know, like you do. So what are these? Oh, it's just a skeleton, okay. They're not even like Strahd skeletons or anything. One of these walls seems unusual. Do I know which one? No. Where is it? Oh, it's the one I'm walking through. Thanks, game. Oh, I like healing potions. We're gonna need a lot of healing potions. Actually, speaking of which, ditching Scrolls of Raised Dead. And we'll just add the most important things are actually going to be these Kiagtam's ointment, because we now have a finite supply of poison and disease cures for the entire game. Negative plane protection, we're not gonna have access to that, so level drainers. Well, level drainers are gonna be bad anyways. I remember them being pretty frustrating in my last run. Like, those are just gonna be like any other old game. We're just gonna have to reload. But that's okay. What the fuck? What was that sound? Do they like go wah at ya? It's still not the EverQuest. It's still not the EverQuest skeleton laugh. Oh, I just blundered into a secret wall here. Okay, neat. It's a lot of undead. Thankfully, Burning Hands is effective. Okay, well, are those cleric scrolls? They look like them. Oh, ooh, knock. Cool. Wizard Lock? What are these spells? You give me Wizard Lock and Detect Scrying. What the fuck kind of game is this? It's not like enemies can open doors. Like, knock, sure. They don't let you pick locks anyways, but... Well, I missed some areas. But, okay, sure. Like, maybe you don't have a thief and there's, like, one lock in this game that you can use to knock past it or something. But... Wizard Lock? What the fuck? Oh my god. The sole use that I could see for Detect Scrying in this game is that if you cast it, the game tells you that Strahd is watching you or you're being watched, right? But if you cast it when Vladislav is in the party, it says you're not being watched, to give you like another hint that he's very clearly Strahd. Oh, we're running out of potion space, but thankfully they're giving me a bunch of them. I don't know. I don't know. Like, maybe they were going with like a, what's the name of them? German RPG, Dark, Realms of Arcania. There we go. Like the early Realms of Arcania games. Oh, I shouldn't say the early. The Realms of Arcania games. They did the whole shtick where there were skills in them, and there were like no use in any of the games for them because, you know, oh, invest in riding, and one day you may have use for a riding skill like 30 games down the line. Maybe that's what they were kind of going for here, is like, oh, you know, you can import this character into Stone Prophet, where Wizard Lock is going to be a spell you would want to cast. I don't know. I don't know. What is that? Wand of Magic Missiles. Might as well. Like, I see what they're going for. Like, game devs that do that, I get the idea is that you're not building a, you're not necessarily building a game, you're working on building, like, essentially like a system that will then just be, you know, continually expanded on with new entries and that, and you want to kind of, like, get ahead of the curve and have things implemented before you need them. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, look at that! We actually unlocked a door. Oh, that's a bone golem. As I say, I remember these things hitting like trucks. And they're also probably mostly immune to magic. Right, kill the vampire. We don't care. Look at fucking 20 damage. What is this? Oh my god, we're gonna have to sleep for like a decade. Cannot rest. Too many enemies. So, like, I get that. I get the idea behind it. The problem is that you're banking on an awful lot if you do that with your game. You're like, oh, skeleton comes out of the shadows and just brains Falcon. It begins. Yes, I know I have potions. No, I'm not using them. Alright, let's see if we can sleep now. 384 hours. So now... No, Ela caught somebody. Now what we have to do is just keep track of rest times throughout this playthrough and see what gets us the longest nap. Wait, what? What is all of that? Where the hell is that? We don't even know. It's just like a pile of rocks or something. Is that a bone golem in front of me? I can't tell. No. Oh, I called that. It's fucking sling stones. And a halberd, actually. That's gonna be better in the back row than a quarterstaff. All right, and actually I can give, no, not the ointment. I can give the quarterstaff to Rove, so now everybody can be fighting. Man, I need to like this looks, it looks out of place. It's like, it doesn't align right with the ceiling, obviously, but this could look cool. Like, shit. I need to use these games as like a study in how to do this kind of art for dungeon crawlers, because I really like the aesthetic that this game is going for. It's kind of hampered by being on a bit of a kludgy engine, but like still the aesthetic of like we're in some super fucking nasty, dank, watery cave, like because you got like the water dripping down the walls and stuff. It's pretty cool. The game's got an aesthetic and it's working with it. Is this a door or a portal? Hey, I just walked into it and it opened. Let's go back up this way. Come on, game, navigate. I don't know what you're stuck on. Yeah, like the, why is there a lantern in here? That doesn't make sense. I'm asking too many questions. I need to stop. Shut off your brain, Gene. Just enjoy the dungeon crawl. Get the shit out of that skeleton. Falcon's revenge. Oh, I see you lurking. Music just immediately cuts out. Alright, sure. There's skeletons behind us. Get them. It's interesting to me that they're like throwing skeletons in here. They're not very threatening, I guess. It's like, you know, you go from skeletons where they'll hit you for like a point or 3 of damage, and then bone golem nailing you in the fucking dick for 20. That shit ain't fun. More healing potions, though. Accepting of this. What is this? A cleric's holy symbol, a mace, and a scroll of fortify. Why do I have a cleric's holy symbol? I can't do anything with it. Can he hold it? Yeah, it doesn't kill him or anything. Is that something for this? Progenitor, 3 spells. Atonement, cure disease, remove curse. Alright. No idea. I was told that this book is important though, so we're gonna hold on to it. I'm sure it is just wholly encumbering to poor Rove, who sits in the back seat, like just completely crushed by the weight of his robe. Okay. I assume that this is the door that, yeah. I love the sound. Why? What is screaming in here? We have not encountered a single, oh shit, a single living thing. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. We unleashed the bone golem. Back. God damn, this thing is nasty. So nasty. Just stay back there, sir. 21 damage. Good lord. I imagine they're probably good experience, though. This... oh, it's a different one. Alright. How much XP are these things? Yeah, those things are good experience points. We've gained approximately... 13,000 XP? No, 16,000 XP. Well, less than that. 15,000 and change. Because I want to say he was at, like, 64,000 to the next level. Any levels? No. Rove's actually near another mage level, which will net him 4th level spells, though. And Chunk is inching towards a fucking fighter. He seriously only has 21 hit points. I wasn't paying attention when I was rolling Chunk stats and... fuck. Dumpstered. Like, his hit points are low enough that one of those bone golems with a good roll could just one-shot him. Another 300-hour nap. Don't you love it? Old school D&D without a cleric. It's just unthinkable. That or you, like, run multiple parties. Because, you know, the A team got messed up and they're gonna have to sit in town for, like, a week and a half healing. And while they're doing that, another team can go out and actually do adventuring. That was something that, oh, skeletons? Skeletons. That was something that was kind of a thing back in the day, where you'd run, like, multiple groups of characters. And while one group was, like, recuperating or, say, traveling, like, you might have some cave or something that you needed to explore, and it would be, you know, 3 months journey away, and so you'd play a session of doing that. Oh, thanks for soaking that for me. And then you'd, like, swap over to another party. Rove is dead. I don't even know when that happened. I hope I didn't save. No. Ooh. Oh no, I can't evade it! You son of a bitch. That's probably what got him. If I had to guess, it was probably the lightning bolt. Anyways, so you would do things like, oh, you know, while Party A is on this, like, trillion-year journey across the landscape, Party B is dealing with, like, domain-level stuff or whatever. That's like an old D&D thing, though. That's not so much a big deal anymore. Because it used to be back when you hit name level, oh, like 9th or 10th level for your characters, you would essentially be expected at that point to get like a, come on, you may die. You, like a fighter would have a stronghold, thieves would have guilds and stuff, and so you would have domain level shit you would need to do where, you know, oh, you've got bandits encroaching on your fighter's territory, so you gotta go and bloody their noses so that they stop fucking about, or, you know, a rival thieves guild cropped up, that kind of stuff. And so, you know, when you would have the smaller things crop up, like, oh, you know, a townswoman, her kid was like kidnapped by goblins. You know, you're a 9th level character. You have better things to do with your time, essentially, at that point. And that's when, like, you either abstract it out, and say, you know, all right, do you guys want to just say, like, you send the guard after the goblins, and, you know, make some rolls, and based on what you roll, you know, an outcome. Or do you want to maybe roll up some low-level characters, start another, you know, 1st or 2nd level party, and, you know, do some adventuring. And the cool thing about that is that if you're running multiple groups, then you can have them, like, interact. You'd be like, yes, I am Babby the fighter working under Sir Murder Lord, the, you know, 13th level fighter barbarian or whatever the hell. And once you get some levels under you, then you can start, oh, yes, and then you can start kind of tying storyline stuff in with them and stuff like that. And you get kind of the perk, I guess, of seeing, you know, characters that you built from the ground level, I guess, if that makes sense. You're like, ah, yes, I'm doing work for my own character, but, you know, he's busy basically retiring off the fruits of his labors and, you know, kind of mentoring, like, these upstart characters. And then some, like, horrible thing will happen, like, ah, yes, the bandits, they disturbed the tomb of some, like, ancient dragon lich, and that's when you pull your old characters out and start running with them, and, oh, it's time to get the gang back together. You know, we have to send messages out and bring, like, the thief in from whatever spelunking he's doing, and, you know, pull the mage out of his tower and get him away from his apprentices so that he can come back and help us save the realms. I don't know, that was always kind of nifty. Whereas nowadays everything's all about, you know, get your character to 20th level because they have a destiny. Well, sometimes your character's destiny is to hit 9th level, get a stronghold, and decide that they'd rather... What am I doing? They would rather just, you know, get old and fat and rich being the lord of some domain instead of risking their neck for stuff all the time. Very different styles of play. And the Bekmi rules actually had some pretty solid stuff for... I swear these things are respawning. The Bekmi rules had some pretty solid stuff in them for domain level play. They had a really good... Ooh. No, that does not look like a short sword. They had a really good system for, like... handling siege warfares and crap like that. I think I've spoken about it previously, but... Okay, what does this have in it? Alright. Here we go. So we're sitting pretty good on healing potions, at least. I really wish Rove could cast Detect Magic. Potion of... Ooh, haste. Alright. I don't know how I missed this, but... Alright, I'm gonna save. I think I just saved, but I'm gonna save again because... Paranoia. This place is confusing with all the teleports. I think this is where we came in. I'm actually gonna mark that. And then we were up here to the north when we got teleported. No lightning bolts, no lightning bolts, no lightning bolt! Ooh, I'm gonna nap. Just in case, because if Rove gets hit by a lightning bolt, he's basically dead. One hit chunk for like 18, and that's just too much. Oh hey, it's the key that we probably need. Except we just picked the lock instead. I didn't remember that many locks in this one being pickable, but I'm okay with being able to pick them. These things are totally respawning. They're totally fucking respawning. You skeletal fucks. This is all just like... feels like an ambush. And the sound effect that's playing? Ooh, Dagger of Throwing. The sound effect that's playing reminds me of the fucking crypts in Eye of the Beholder 3. Just terrible. Okay, so these bracers are really good. 7. They're bracers of AC. What? The fucking AC 0. Oh, Rove, I'm sorry, man. You'll be running around naked for a bit. It looks like Chunk has purloined your equipment. A Mage's Journal, alright. Scroll. Oh, Detect Undead. I would have never guessed there would be undead in Ravenloft. Wells of Fiery Burning are useful. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Ah, Ravenloft, she who clutches her children so tightly none may ever leave the dread shadow of her skies. No, allow me to take back those words, for seeing them in writing I know they are but bitter reminders of my own failures. To be sure, Ravenloft is difficult to escape. A few portals exist, of that I remain convinced. Exits as uncommon as the one-way gates which sometimes lure newcomers to our land. I once slew a were-raven beneath the full moon of a certain month, but the shining hollow circle which appeared lay above me at the pinnacle of a rocky crag. By the time I climbed the distance, it had vanished. It opened once, then disappeared forever. Many another ritual, including gifts of blood, have sputtered and failed in the same manner, leaving me bitter with enough heart to continue my fevered search. Lifting the curse of Allah Bane, requiring Trimia's catalog of outer plane artifacts, finding the date of the great alignment of southern stars, which of these, my future schemes, holds the most promise? I don't know. We're gonna hold on to that, though. Okay, well, that's certainly something. Rove just naked and shivering in this hell pit. Okay. No idea what that did. Maybe that turned off the lightning bolt trap. I do know. In here? There's a teleport in here that we want to take again. So I think that got us to a new area. Yes. I see you down there, you shit. It's right there. Past it. Really? Really, game? Really? Really? Burn. You too. There's so many of them. Look at all of them. So many skeletons. Okay, well, we're at half an hour and change. That was fast. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and I will see you all next time, wherein we're probably going to finish exploring this and see about getting that other mage into the party. Until then! Hey, you made it to the end. Nice. You had a good time? Check out one of these other series, see if you like them. Drop a like, comment, or subscribe if you'd like to support the channel, Feed the Machine and all that. As always, thanks for watching.